you and I both like the artist Rob Pruitt.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a really memorable time where you wanted one of his works. It was
Yep.
up at an Aspen Art Museum auction at Art Crush.
Yep.
And can you tell that story?
Well, before I tell the story, it's just never good to get in a one-on-one contest with a billionaire at an art auction.
That is true.
It was never ending. I was like, I want John. We'll just call him John. I was like, dude, I want this piece. And he just kept going higher and higher. I'm like,
and I was sitting next to him and he's like, who's bidding against me?
Right.
Like, stand up and look.
And I could see that, by the way, that piece in their home here or their other homes I've seen, I mean, that's right in line with their style and their taste. It would be amazing. But title of the piece was Sweet Revenge, which, for me, this was an interesting, this would have been, was this August of 2012? Mm-hmm. This was August. So my world sort of slowly started to crumble. June of 12 really started to crumble. July of 12 and then August into October just, eviscerated. And so I was, if the title was Cats and Dogs, right. I still would have loved the piece. I mean, visually, it's incredible. It's big. The colors are vibrant, dynamic. But then when you layer in, and in my mind in 2012, I'm like, okay, I know that at this moment I'm completely fucked. But I'm not going to lay down. I'm not going to curl up in a fetal position. I'm not going to, beg for mercy. I'm going to hide out, hug my kids, stay fit, stay focused, and eventually work again. And so, revenge is a big word. I mean, revenge is a, and some can take it as almost a mean or an evil word, but it's, for me, it was just simply about getting back into the world. And so, I mean, and it's, I think to a large degree, some of that's happened. Maybe not, it's still happening, but, and I'm not trying to rub whatever small amount of success I've been able to recreate in anybody's face, but it does feel a little bit like revenge. And it look, being able to create content and build an audience again is, when you combine the two words, it's sweet.
Yeah.
And, so yeah.
And
it's hanging up here in the house in Aspen now.
Yeah, and it's a big, beautiful, bold painting, and it has almost the colors of a rainbow from sort of the top to the bottom, right. And on top of that, which also references like rock posters from the 70s, right. And but it has kind of a hand-drawn sort of smiley face, yeah. And the figure, that's absent of any kind of like head or arms or anything. It's just two eyes, a nose, and a smile. It has kind of a wry smile somehow.
Yeah, no doubt it does. I mean, if you don't see smile in that, then you're blind. But he and Ed are not that dissimilar. I mean, it's a very at times poppy, tongue-in-cheek sort of. I mean, the panda bears, the cocaine and the spider, the church signs.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, you can't take yourself too seriously to do stuff like that sometimes.
So it's a combination, I think, of their sense of humor and,
Mm-hmm.
and also kind of that dark humor that comes from, uncertainty, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe being misunderstood. And Rob Pruitt very much comes from that place.
Yeah, I have a feeling, I think to me, and I haven't had this conversation with Ed, but Ed's upbringing was probably pretty solid, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he was versus what I can only imagine what Rob's was like. And then, mm-hmm. of course, getting older and understanding more about himself and having to face those realities at a time when people may or may not have been cool with that. So, I mean, Ed didn't have that. But all the while, they both end up in this fucking amazing, fun place.
Yeah. And, and Rob had really early success in the art world. And then, people kind of turned away from him, mm-hmm. and then he came back with success. So the painting, I think, has a lot of meaning.
Yeah. Good.